The important weeds in our region are on the borders of our council area. They have very little distribution. It's important for us to prevent those coming into our region, and if they do, to eradicate those weeds. Some of the weeds that we don't have is orange hawkweed, tropical soda apple or cooler dry grass. They are nearby council areas, but we certainly don't want them. They have an impact on the environment as well as agricultural land. Orange hawkweed can take over a pasture. It's one of those sneaky weeds that will kill off anything else nearby and only allows itself to grow. Currently, orange hawkweed's found up in the Kosciuszko National Park and on a small number of private properties nearby. Cooler dry grass has been found in the rural areas north of our council as well as in the Australian Capital Territory. So some of the weeds we only have a small amount of is fireweed and gauze. We have a number of gauze infestations along some of our creeks, but levels are quite small. As well as fireweed, we've had about 30 infestations towards Nerriga. We had roughly around 100 plants we've gotten on top of. And the main one we're having problems with at the moment is in the Googong Township area. Coming into our council area through machinery or possibly turf people are using on their lawns. Another weed we've had is Madeira vine. We've only got the one infestation down at Araloon and we've been working on controlling that and we're moving it from along the creek there. Another plant is Oxide Daisy, generally planted in gardens. Our main infestation is out at Mongalo on a few properties there. We're working with those landholders to try and contain and hopefully eradicate over time. Another new one we're seeing is whiskey grass, and at this point in time we're controlling along our roadside like Kings Highway, only small numbers, and we're monitoring for any other outbreaks. These new weeds coming into our council can have significant impacts on our agricultural land, especially weeds like fireweed, cooler tie grass and possibly whiskey grass. Other weeds like Madeira vine and certainly Oxide Daisy impact on the environmental areas, our natural areas. Oxide Daisy can also impact on agricultural land. It's really important to control these new weeds coming into our council. We want to stop them and we don't want them to turn into widespread weeds. What council is doing to look for these new weeds is we have a regular inspection program. We have a cycle of looking for these new weeds on every property within our council area every 4 years, and some areas we will have a more of a regular inspection that might be every 2 years. We also have a program annually of looking at high-risk pathways and sites. So some of these high-risk pathways are the major highways like the Federal Highway, the Kings Highway, and rest areas where seeds or parts of plants might fall off. So sites where we've found a new plant coming into our council, we continuously go back to those sites and monitor and make sure they are being controlled. If you think you found one of these weeds, then please call up council. Don't be afraid, and there's no consequences. We want to work with you.